So we have 31 days left of 2025, which is crazy. And speaking of how long we have until, I want to speak a little bit of what the next month is going to look like on this channel. And it didn't really start ringing me to start planning until I lost this for 3 hours. I finally found it. In the first place I looked again, and I found it because, of course, my luck. But I have right now kind of started getting stuff together. So I have my first half of the month is probably going to be regular videos, which I haven't planned that out yet. But the second half I do have planned out, because as of right now, that's just going to be end of month with regular stuff in general. So towards the end of December, I know for sure is going to be the top 10 best horror of 2025, top 10 worst of horror of 2025. I'll also be listing every single movie on my community tab thing, where you can see every movie that I've seen, which is 37 right now before December, entering new releases, as well as my collection as I've grown throughout the year. I've shown on my channel, I've made a playlist of everything I've added and showing everything off. So this will be my top 10 favorites I've got from the collection this year. And that's kind of the updates as of right now. I'm still planning it out right now as we speak. We've also been watching It Welcome to Derry season 1 so far. And right now I'm about to watch episode 6 in about 2 or 3-ish hours, because it comes out in 2 or 3-ish hours, so I'll be able to watch that. And I have a playlist on that series as well, so watch every episode. And I have my shorts where I do reactions immediately after and talk spoilers. I just my Stephen King collection, which is a lot, but that's basically everything I do want to say coming up. And let's get into November. Now, I watched 6 movies, 3 new releases, 3 non-new releases, just movies I've seen for the first time. And this was a very disappointing month for me overall, because even then my number 1 is just a movie I'm like, it's fine for me. It's not my kind of jam, but it's not bad. So, all these movies I like fine towards the top. At number 6, I have Hellfest from 2018. Now, this is about a group of teenagers who go to a haunted attraction and get murdered one by one. Now, in theory, this should be something I go for. I love these kind of movies. They're my guilty pleasure. I love it. I've worked as this character for 4 seasons. I've done it for 4 years. We'll be doing a 5th season next year. And that's part of why I got so annoyed. I think almost angry at this point at this movie. The opening itself is really bad. Like, what do you mean it's the same scare over and over again? Lazy. Second of all, the characters I didn't care for. They did get better as they killed off characters more and more. The more annoying ones. So you got left with the character that was least annoying. Which, thank God. It falls into cliches, of course. But where this movie loses me is the behavior. Honestly, they just annoy me. I've seen people go through haunted house exactly like this. There was one point where they pointed out where they were going to go and jump out. Pretty typical. People going the wrong way. Yeah. They just annoyed me, honestly, going through. It just annoyed me as I've seen that in person. So if that was their job, it was very effective. It just really annoyed me about how they behave in the haunted houses. And if I didn't work in the industry, would it annoy me? No, because I work in the industry and it doesn't annoy me on people like that. Yeah, it just really annoyed me. So that's kind of why I have it at number 6. It's just not for me. They annoyed me too much. At number 5, I have Keeper. Now, this is about a girl who goes on to a little trip with a boyfriend, and turns out that was a very bad idea. And this movie goes for a lot, and they go for a lot they don't handle very well. The topics are pretty obvious. The message of what they're going for, toxic relationships, is pretty obviously on the nose. The acting is not bad, okay? The acting is fine. The ending, last part I did like. I mean, that's something I did like about it, even though it is predictable. I was able to predict where this movie was going to go in the first 20 minutes. And I was right about where they're going to go. It's very predictable. But I did enjoy the last end and how it ended. I like that part, but that's the only part I really liked about it. And I guess that's more of a hit or miss for some, but gave me Barbarian vibes. That's where I thought, I'm gonna go Barbarian. And they kind of did in that way. So it's not really great. Yeah. Next at 4, I have Thanksgiving. Now, this is a very low budget. I looked at the budget, $3,500 in 2008. And look, this movie knows exactly what it is. Stereotypes, corny. They know exactly what it is, and that's why I like it. Does it land with me all the way? No, not at all. It's very short. I think it was an hour 5, maybe an hour 10 minutes. It knows exactly what it is. It's very sloppy. It's very stuff like that. And there was points I did laugh with the turkey. And this is about a killer turkey. Low budget movie about a killer turkey. And I did laugh sometimes. Some of the things I didn't really care for, and stereotypes I didn't really care for that much, but honestly, I had a good time with it towards the end. It's not my favorite Thanksgiving movie out there, but I actually found myself enjoying it the more it went on, even though there was times I'm like, okay. But that ending, the ending was very funny to me because it said sequel in space, which, if anyone knows where sequels in space, that was funny. Thanksgiving, I would recommend watching that for the first one. It's something. It's low budget, but honestly, it's not the worst one I've seen. But it knows exactly what it is, and it goes for that. And I appreciate that. Number 3, I have Theater Blood. Now, this is a 1973 movie about a theater playwright that goes after the critics. And this is just my type of movie in general. I absolutely loved it. This has been a surprise movie, and you know what? They had some unique killings. I like that part. I think the way they went about it was good. And this is just my type of movie in general, okay? It's not going to be for everyone. Liked it, not loved it, would watch again, would recommend theater people because they did Death like off of Shakespeare, which I thought was really cool, and I really like this movie. It's not my favorite out there, but honestly, I liked it. And number 2, I have the 2025 Frankenstein. Now, this follows the book written by Mary Shelley, and I am mixed overall still on this movie. I love the visuals of this movie. I was absolutely gorgeously shot. I love the visuals of the castle. I love that. And I did love Elizabeth's character, even though it was different from the book. Yes, I have read the book, which does color my vision of the movie. They don't go as deep with a lot of things, because the monster was definitely more evil in the book. I have to that especially because the way the book talks about how that. The look of the monster, I'm pretty mixed on too. I don't hate it, I don't love it, but I do think it was, I can't explain how I feel. I'm very mixed on the look. But I wish the monster was more like the book. I wish it got more book adaptation, personally. The ending, wasn't really a big fan of that one either, just personally. But the biggest thing I didn't like about it was CGI. There was one scene, I believe with fire, where they were exploding everything, and if anyone has seen the Final Destination, it reminded me of that bad opening scene. I'm like, oof, the CGI was terrible in that scene. The blood CGI is not as bad, but not bad really, but the fire in the CGI is just so awful. It's really bad in this movie. But overall, it's fine. I wish there was more adaptation to the book, but it's not bad. It's just fine. And at number 1, I have Predator Badlands. I'm not a big Predator fan, but I did have a good time with this movie. I really like the one-liners here. I really like the relationship between the Predator. I knew a little, and this is about a Predator who is disowned by his clan, and he goes to about earn that respect. I think he was shot well. I liked Alf Lana's character. I really liked that dynamic of the movie, but I'm not a big space girly, science fiction girly. So to me, this movie was, again, just fine. I don't think it's bad by any means, necessarily. I like the lead story. I think the story was done very well with family ties. And the way it ended, I really liked-ish. I don't know if I'm interested in watching the sequel again. I might honestly watch the franchise. I might start with the Predator, the original, maybe. I don't know. So overall, I'm feeling still like it's fine. I think it is a good movie, I will say, but not my favorite out there of new releases. So that was the end of November 2025 horror. Comment down below if you saw any of these movies this month, or so far what your thoughts are for this year, what your favorite is so far leading in December. Comment down below, and I'll see you guys soon with a brand new video during Christmas season, which I don't know what it's going to be yet, but I am aiming to have maybe one Christmas horror video, which I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'll see you guys soon.